This is the awkward part of the stream where I sit here and wait for all the streams to start. And it looks like we're good on Instagram's end. That's a good sign. Looks like we're good on Facebook. Looks like we're good on Instagram. I'm going to test those out very quickly. Let me disappear for a second. All right, it looks like I'm live on Instagram, even though it's not reflected on. Oh, maybe because I can't look at myself going live. I've never used this whole restream thing for live, and no, I'm live. Reflected on. Oh, all right, cool. We're all good. Shout out to everyone tuned in. Let's see who's on there. My man Levi Beats. Shout out Levi Beats. Shout out Kinka-san. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Jamal Rashid, Destiny, Mr. Come Clean. What's going? Hey, chill. What's going down? Baylor, Batista, what's up? Game Theory, what's going down? Terrell. Let's see who else is on here. MBTV, how you feeling, sir? How's everyone doing? Check in. It's been a long ass week for me. I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff. And by crazy stuff, I mean waking up at 6 a.m. every day and teaching, which is the earliest I've ever done. So I am just dead because I did 3 shows this weekend back to back to back. And so then to go from like being up until 3 every night to being up at 6 a.m, that kind of threw my internal clock off a little bit. So I'm hanging by a thread, but I still manage to make my beats. I still manage to exercise. I still manage to eat, but I mean, 6 wouldn't be too early if I didn't have to do all this other stuff. So I've been up for 12 hours right now, and I'm trying to get some actual good sleep tonight. Let's see if that happens. We have I don't know how many artists tonight because the spreadsheet is looking funny, but I do have all the tracks in front of me, and we're gonna have a favorite from last week on repeat by popular demand. That's Freddie D. Shout out to Freddie D. Everyone liked his track. I think it was self-produced. I'm not sure. Kyle Hershey's shout out Kyle. He's in the chat. He's the one handling all the inquiries, putting this stuff together. Okay, I got the sheet now. Dope. All right, here we go. Cool. Yeah, we got how many is this? 17 today. So shout out to everyone that signed up. www.djpain1.com is how you sign up and submit your tracks. If you want to submit your tracks, go to djpain1.com. Is everything good? I know we were glitching last time because there was a storm and it was messing up the internet in my area. And guess what's happening right now? A storm. A bad storm, but no one's telling me that I messed up, and they told me I was messed up right out the gate last time, so I should be all right. Whatever that was, it sounded bad. Let me check on that, and then we'll go live. Hold on. All right, I'm back. My bad. It sounded like something got knocked over and spilled, And maybe that did happen, but I didn't see it. So whatever happened upstairs, I'll deal with it later. Let's get started. Again, if you want to join, I've got my cat mug. It was my cat that did that shit. I don't know what she did, but I guess we'll find out later. Cats will destroy your house just like kids will. So the first person who is a priority, let me actually give the priority submission the respect it deserves. Now the cat definitely she knocked something over. I don't know what. But the first premium submission is from Kinetic Eye. The name of the track is Who's Tough. Shout out to Kinetic Eye. Is Kinetic Eye in the chat right now? I want to give him a shout out if he is. Anybody seen Kinetic Eye? Hey, I'm liking how many people are in here early. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate that. Let's get right into it. I got to put my headphones on. This is serious. For the record, I'm using the AKG Q701 reference headphones designed by Quincy Jones. Rest in peace to one of the greats in the producer world. And oh yeah, sure, Kyle, everything's good over there. You don't have a cat destroying your upper level like Godzilla with fur. Let me grab this music quick. Kinetic Eye is up first. Let's listen.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for every.
If you're in the UK and you're up right now at midnight, special shout out to you.
No pressure, I was made for this life. No diamonds, made for this life. No diamonds, no pressure, no
I take
diamonds.
the G out the game and aim. I ain't same. It's blood, sweat, and pain. So Kinetic be the name. I see what they do for fame. They all lame. Switch teams just to win games.
Shout out to Kinetic Eye.
Listen, man, I enhanced the whole thing. Started out third, but advanced to first string. You might catch a verse when I burst upon scene. And how I go might hit a nurse upon team. It's on when I'm hearing that bang like Mike Green. Track on fire, I raise the levels high. Off wide, still love it, still inspire. Kinetic, infatigable mind, it don't tie. A real live swag and flow you can admire. Real live, known to be a doer, not a try. Proceed cause I'm hot like a dry, there's no hope.
Yeah, and you know, I'm reviewing these songs, but you're all a part of this review session too. So any feedback you want to give, any praise, any notes, any feedback, constructive criticism, let me know. Let the artists know because the artists are tuned in.
Holding them gold star medal #1 on the podium.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat.
Who's tough?
This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it costs me, but no pressure, no pressure.
I love when this happens when people start saying good beat. This happened last time.
Hut 1, Hut 2, full back lyrical rush through with ball. Ain't getting touched at all, scored in a ball spike. Make yourself comfortable down there, player, cause it's gonna be a long night. Fuck around and found out I'm a titan. Aware when I'm ballin', ballin' when I'm lifing. Contact tight spin, 30 yard scamper to pay dirt. All in the day.
Shout out Richie.
At water, free safety running round flying. With linebacker senses, meet your ass at the line. I'm coach and a ref, heads and tails, flip the dime. You thought it was over, now we in the overtime. I fight like a mud dog, bourbon bowling link up. Lyric water from the Alpines, winners drink it up. Too many homies like participation trophies. I earned it in the trenches, Hall of Fame, no word.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat.
Who's tough?
This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it costs me, but no pressure, no pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds, made for this life. No diamonds, no pressure, no diamonds.
Who's tough? Hey yo, I know that's me. Lyric 2, 4, 5, like a quarter to 3. In my mind, I'ma make it how I want it to be. But then my eye gon' see it how it needed to see. No fear, all clear.
The chat, let me know what your favorite verse is so far because we got a full 3 from him.
Individually, still celebrate with the team. The magic, make me reality out of dream. I can run with the best of them, say it with my chest of them. Now ego talk, fact referencing, you talking about practice. I lay the heat down more than a mattress. Go hard like junkyard, kinetic guy infatuous. I stay ahead of the pack, then run it back. Go flow, all wolf now. What's up?
Shout out to Memory.
You winning when they start the cap. It's facts, truth, so shine.
Fucker.
The thrill of victory.
Memory's a multi-platinum producer. He's being a fucker, but shout out to him and everybody else in the Instagram.
Everybody, you don't know what it cost me, but no pressure. No pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds, made for this life.
Yo, so shout out to Kinetic Guy because and shout out to everyone that said they liked the beat because that's a beat produced by me in Dream Life, and then the hook is Alonda. I'm pretty sure that's Alonda on the hook. So I appreciate him for using my beat and joining in. Let me know. Honestly, I'm gonna start out. My favorite verse was the second verse. So personally, I think okay. Well, I'll start overall. So overall, I think the song was well mixed. Shout out Bink the Humble Monster. He's a absolute legend in the producer game and in the music business, period, in the music space, period. So definitely shout out. We got legends watching. I would have. Oh no, I'm not going to start with that. I'm going to start with the overall. I think the mix was decent. I think the master was pretty good. Whoever did the tracking, that was great. The vocals were clear. I like that. You know, there's nothing worse than hearing a track that's solid with poorly mixed vocals. You know what I mean? So that wasn't that. So shout out to the engineers doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Everyone I think agrees that the flow was smooth. He can rap. It does feel kind of old school, which I think is perfectly fine in this era because you're kind of starting to see the pendulum swing backs where a lot of the fans of hip hop, you know, we're in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and we want the music we listen to sound like what we're used to. So I think that's right up there. So in terms of marketing this, I would definitely focus on that generation and emphasizing that you are a part of that generation, or at very least, you know what I'm saying? Like you appeal to that generation, you identify with it, because that's what's going to resonate with people. What I would say in terms of constructive criticism, again, like I said, I think the second verse was the strongest verse, and it also felt like it was the most solid in terms of delivery, lyrics, and the theme. So I would have personally put that as the first verse, because you know you want to grab people's attention, and it wouldn't mess up the continuity from what I could tell. Ultimately, it's your record, you know what I mean. So you know your intention the best. That would my feedback. My 2 points of constructive criticism would be: number one, put the second verse as the first verse to set things off, and number two, and this isn't on you, this is on the engineer, to tone down the compression on the master, just so it doesn't sound heavily compressed. It depends on who your engineer is, but I would ask for a wider and warmer master for that. But otherwise, in terms of gain staging, I think the mix was great. I think the mix sounded good. Oh, the other thing, there were some points in that song where you hit a line that just struck, and I would have added some drops in there. You know, I can't unfortunately be in the studio with everyone that gets beats for me. Shout out to everyone that gets beats for me. But if I'm not mixing the record, then I can't produce around the vocals. So I think, you know, a lot, and this goes for all artists that record with engineers, and when they're mixing, it's good to be a part of that process and give input and say, hey, add a drop there, add some effects there, because I think there are a lot of opportunities in that track to add some drops to emphasize and kick the dynamics up. Shout out to Backwoods. Backwoods is another dope producer. Like I said, we have a lot of amazing producers. Levi is a great producer. We have multi-platinum Grammy. You like Bink was in here. I don't know if he's still in there, but if you don't know who that is, I don't even know why you're in music, because influenced a lot of sounds, a lot of sounds. I don't even care if he goes online and rants about people taking this shit. I will tell you right out, he influenced a lot of what I did. So yeah, if sometimes you hear a beat from me and you're like, that sounds like something Bink would have done, you stole that from him. Yeah, I probably did. That gotta be honest. All right, so Freddie D submitted last week, but the storm was so bad we didn't give it the love that it deserves. So let's listen to this. This was a fan favorite. Freddie D, get it. Has another record with kind of an old school flavor, but more from the South, so more of a regional record. Let me know what you think. Everyone liked it the last time. Yeah, I know the phone compresses too, so you might hear extra compression. It might be emphasized, but for me with these, um, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing a lot more honestly, and so that's what I'm hearing. Shout out to nah, with who is it? Get out of here. Appreciate you for subscribing, Deontay. I think some of my feedback last episode on this song was that the hook at this part either should just be reduced to a 8 rather than it's like 24 right now. Reduce it to a 4 or an 8 and get right into the verse because the verse is crazy. Jennifer White said, "Yeah, the overall master is pretty quiet." So that's a conversation to have with the person who's mastering. But hit that 0 at least, that 0 dB.
Especially you like charity, get next to me, but don't grab on me. Don't have no beef, don't have to be. Eat 'em up like a masterpiece. On your knees screaming, master please. Yup, yup, get it, yup, yup, get it, yup, yup, get it, yup, yup, get it. Once it's on, baby, it won't be long, baby. Before daddy's home, baby, carry daddy's bags, baby. Yup, yup, get it, yup, yup, get it, yup, yup, get it. Yup, yup, get it. Girls wanna cram in my room. Everywhere I go, dudes wanna jam in the booth. Everywhere I go, yup, yup, get it. Yup, yup, get it. Yup, yup, get it. Yup, yup, get it. So many eyes on my moves. Everywhere I go, I got a high move. Everywhere I go, yup, yup, get it. Yup, yup.
I'm sorry, I had myself on mute because I was talking too damn much. I it is Deontay, my bad. Definitely the consensus in the chat is that it's quiet. It's the master's quiet. What I said probably while I was muted, I said, Freddie D, if you're in here, send this to me. I will increase the gain on the I'll give you a louder master. Last time people compared this to Currency, I understand that, which I think is a compliment. Yeah, I mean, I think the verse, the delivery in the verse is my mic is low now. Hello. Am I good? The delivery in the verse is dope. the hook and some of the production could increase the energy. Because the thing about artists like, Larry June and Currency, etc., that have a laid back flow, the production is really interesting. Obviously, the mastering is decent. So I think there's a lot that can be done to give Freddie D the musical bed that he deserves, and that can really make his lyrics shine. So and the other thing too is with the hook, you can always workshop the hook, you can collaborate with people, but I think the song just needs some basic restructuring, but obviously he's a dope rapper. All right, we got Meech Raps coming up next. Shout out to Meech Raps.
You can get it. You can get your life on track. You can. Don't ever let nobody hold you back. You can. Whatever you do, you got to ride, 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 ride. You can get it. Don't let nobody put you down. You can. Keep that negative from around. You can. Whatever you do, you got to ride, 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 ride. You can get it. Whatever on your mind, just let it go. Make your way to the dance floor. I just got paid, so I got a little dough. So if I want to, I can spend a little more. All my bills are paid, so I'm feeling fine. That's the bump, DJ, play that one more time. It's the weekend and it's definitely mine. Just a week ago, thought I was gonna lose my mind. Cause anything could happen, seemed like it did happen. Some may wonder if that kid from KC still rapping. Because they caught a beat and he was shackled away gasping. And he won't discuss his time, so I stopped asking. It's rough out here in that hood, though. My cousin got caught, but he was a good bro. From a snitch telling, a rat just do the smelling. Now he can't work cause he's a convicted felon. Get it? You can get your life on track. You can. Don't ever let nobody hold you back. You can. Whatever you do, you got to ride, 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 ride. You can get it. Don't let nobody put you down. You can. Keep that negative from around. You can. Whatever you do, you got to ride, ride, ride.
Chat, let me know what you think of the mix on this one. I'm getting a little bit of a left channel bias.
It's rough out here in these city streets, especially when you're struggling to get up on your feet.
Oh, it's just on the left. My bad. It's just on the hook.
I gotta watch me peeps in the police, cause everybody tripping, we forgot about peace. So I scribble life on sheets to beats, to make you wanna think and get up out your seats. And dance to the drum, they drum. And if you didn't know, KC's where I'm from. So come on everybody, let's all get down, cause what we have is a new era now. For nobody out there to be misled, I make up all these flows inside my head. And I am a writer, so I'm cold with the lead. I done got old, but still this dream is not dead. One day from this music, yo, I will get bread, because I'm listening to the rapper and the hook that he said. Yo, you can get your life on track. You can. Don't ever let nobody hold you back. You can. Whatever you do, you got to ride.
Shout out to Fela and Nico. What's up?
Don't let nobody put you down. You can. Keep that negative from around. You can. Whatever you do, you got to ride.
Fela, I sent you back a reply. I don't know if you got it.
Down in me game, you see, it's no stopping. I think what's cold when I used to be ticking and popping. Now when I spit, this just happened. Folk, we can do a lot of good with this rapping. For the record, every artist ain't rich. Still someone with #1 hits ain't got it, and that's real.
That is true.
Make raps to feel the hell with a record deal. If me negotiation can't provide a meal for me son and I, why must I lie to me peeps? Cause we all struggling with something. Survive, you have to hustle in something. You in trouble if you're grown and you still don't want nothing. Cause it's never too late. You may be the next to catch that break. And the small steps you make, wait. X those who hate, cause those the ones who ain't gonna never.
So a lot of people are saying it has an old school feel, and it does. Listen to like Montana 700. Listen to there were a couple rappers. They're mostly from the South. Even like the Wim Whammy record. There are a lot of songs that are taking 2000s era rap, and they are flipping it into modern beats. So I personally like the beat like this. It's something that I want to flip into a more modern sounding track. Uh, because they flipped like Wim Whammy was an old. It was not a OJ the Juice Man song, but it's a feature with him. It's like a New York rapper maybe with him on it. They flipped what's the Jeezy and I think it's the So Icy record. They flipped that for a song. The title I forget. Going back to the South or Back to the South. They flipped, and that's a hit. They flipped Stun Like My Daddy for Lil Wayne and Birdman. It sounds great. So I think there's a chance to modernize this track by doing that. I wouldn't get rid of that. There were a couple parts where I thought just the delivery could be improved. I like the message. I like the energy of the track a lot. Like right around here. Let me play it.
Let nobody hold you back. You can whatever you do. You got to ride.
I'll show you what I
You can get it. Don't let nobody put you down. You can keep that negative from around. You can whatever you do. You got to ride. You can get it down in me game. You see, it's no stopping. I think it was cold when I used to be ticking and popping.
Just like there, the timing got a little weird where I think at times you want to either fit too many words in or there are too few words in there. So just I think the remedy for that is to record records as demos, get feedback, and then go back. There are a lot of comparisons. Someone said 8 Ball and MJG. Someone else said Ice Cube. So shout out to that. Apparently, I made one of these dudes want to quit selling beats. Hey, more space for me. Send all your customers over to me. Yeah, overall, I think it's a solid track. It does have a dated feel, but it's not one of those things where it can't be salvaged. I think this is a great opportunity for Mick Boulevard. Appreciate you. It's a great opportunity for this artist to update the production because flipping this particular sound. Shit, what am I talking about? The Sexy Red and Glorilla is just what do you call it? Wipe Me Down. You see what I'm saying, right? All of these sounds are coming back. So this is a great opportunity for someone like him. So shout out to Meech Raps. I appreciate you submitting your record and getting feedback. We're gonna go next to Sold Out. The name of the song is Walk by Faith.
Hey, haha. Yeah, my sister told me that I needed to pray, huh? Well, I'm gonna pray right now. Let me flex my muscles right quick. Father God, right now, I just ask you in the name of Jesus that you will forgive me for my sins, God. The ones I committed
I feel like this is also a quiet master.
yesterday
Chat, is this quieter than the last song?
and the ones I commit today and the ones I'm gonna commit in the future. Being that we get to see a future, God. Right now, have your way. I'ma start this thing out first off telling y'all I'm blessed. I just survived through the test. Evidence I'm nothing like the rest. Well, y'all settling for less. I'm telling y'all from the heart I want more. I ain't forgot about the 40 acres in the middle over 4 years ago. Money ain't my focus, whoa, it now it's bigger than that. We watch
Yeah, I love this cadence. It's nostalgic, but I love it.
the time fly by, there's no way that we can buy that back. So much pressure coming from every side. I feel like my mind is dying sometimes. Watching my own kind kill off their own kind. Oh my God, I got 2 mouths to feed, one on the way with no job. What can I say? What goes around comes around. Read what you so okay, I'm guilty. There's a lot from the pits of hell through Jesus' blood. I've been justified, set apart, sanctified. I'm still watching the innocent die. That goes without saying, cause amen. When I'm praying, I'm
Oh, is this an interpolation of a sample?
asking the Lord to be strengthened while I'm resisting these demons. What will it take to get us to the promised land? Come on, rappers, actors, don't tell me y'all don't have the solution and y'all the main characters. I'll walk by faith and keep my natural eyes closed. That way I won't be distracted while I'm out to save the souls. And as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I feel no man understand. I ain't just fighting with myself. I'll walk by faith and keep my natural eyes closed. That way I won't be distracted while I'm out to save the souls. And as I walk through the
You said good bones like it's a house. I think that's a great metaphor, honestly. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's a great metaphor because songs are like houses, they're assets. And just like a house, you can always improve, remodel, etc. to make that song stronger and feel more like home. So that's actually a great metaphor. Who said that? Not is your name Niles? Like this little ass text. Um Good Bones. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, my bad. I made selling beats easier, not less interesting. I was like, oh, here we go with the internet trolling. All right, appreciate you. I'm glad. I'm happy to help.
Okay, put 'em up, put 'em up. If you boss wanna tussle, you can find me on the block where it's hot with my knuckles scuffle. Gotta warn you, I'm in murder mode, and I ain't playing no game. I cock back and aim. In Jesus' name, I'm snatching souls. Now I ain't a Christian, so don't put that label on me. I lead the infantry of Christ, bringing life to the deceased. I ain't come to bring peace. Hey boy, I brought a sword. Yep, the wrath of God come to wake up all your boys that's snoring. Don't nothing come to a sleeper, but a dream. One day you're gonna wake to a nightmare. Don't say don't fight fair. Could you tell the way these people depend on welfare? The mark of the beast is silently creeping into our vicinity. While y'all living out comfortably, showing your cribs on MTV. You got a problem with that? You can meet me on the front line. I guarantee you I won't mind.
Where do we think this artist is from?
I'ma let my God shine, and I ain't worried about your kind. You do the deed of the devil, that's why y'all lying all the time. And y'all run by faith and keep my natural lives closed. That way I won't be distracted while I'm out to save the souls. And as I walk through the valley,
I think they're from Texas.
I feel no man understand. I ain't just fighting with myself. I walk by faith.
I think this artist is from Texas. Yeah, kind of a little bit, yeah, but yeah, Florida maybe, Florida, Texas. I don't know. I don't know if they're in the chat. It's a really interesting song. Interesting is in like content wise, it's not what I expected because I saw the titles and I thought it was gonna be Christian rap. And my bad. I need to shout out to Derek Johnson. To send music, go to www.djpain1.com. Yeah, also UGK-ish. So that's what makes me think Texas. So it's either Florida or Texas. I don't know, but I love that cadence. I think again, someone said the song has good bones. What I would do is just improve on it. I mean, that's why you're here. You want constructive criticism. So my constructive criticism would be I like the beat. I like the musicality of the beat. I think the drums need updating. Just the sound selection doesn't hit like modern standards. Not that everything modern is good, but in this case, I would say a more modern, cleaner, louder drum mix would benefit this track quite a bit. A louder master all around because it was hard to hear compared to the other tracks that we listened to today. Again, love the cadences. I just think a more solid overall mix and master where the vocals are really strong, the drums are really strong, because the delivery is so aggressive and poignant. You know, you want to really emphasize the content of this song. And so the musical bed, I think, has to match that. I think that's always been to the artist's detriment of so many so-called conscious rappers over the years, where just sonically and musically, like the musicality takes a backseat to the message and the lyrical content, which I think is terrible. I mean, to me, that's why Dead Prez, Public Enemy, why they were so effective, because everything just sounded amazing, especially the production on, oh my God, the Bomb Squad production and all the, the Dead Prez was working with early Kanye, all sounded amazing. Let's go on to Nas the Realist. The name of the song is These Scars of Mine. Nas the Realist. Already, that beat's amazing. And no, I didn't make it.
listen to my music, it shows where these scars of mine rest. Every weekend, that passion on my bars is timeless. I think about where I'm at in the future and start the rhyme fest. Act like y'all draft kings in reality, y'all just side bets. Cause you talk to you, get smoked like some cannabis hit you. And then your head is filled with lead like a mechanical pencil. The struggle was a huge thing me and my family went through. So I go all in on my tracks like a gambling issue. It's crazy how I've grown from this career that I've started making. Appreciate the ones who kept it real, cause y'all is hating tough enough to talk behind my back, but not an altercation. Type of people to act like your friends when only involved with payments. I keep my head up on most of y'all extra because it's the loneliest at the time. But who don't believe it until I TV you woke another when the track is high. I have a lot of things to say in my life, that's what I'm passionate on. Imagine thoughts if I already lost my voice, that's what my rapping style. Music gon' be my career, I'm putting more time, dedication. It's crazy how there's people looking for my expiration. Impression changes when you see the people, your theme is see-through. Hear this and you
Shout out to Nas the Realist manager, and his momager is here.
Because I don't got time for all your negative energy. But there is one thing that I can't say open. Once I make it, you act like you sampled champagne poetry. Thinking about the struggle, reminding me of these deep scars. Do it for the love of the game, not the reward. Now things have changed in the game. I see more. What's going down the road of pain? I made a detour.
This artist is only 16. Okay, that changes a lot.
My pen and pad and then my dad helped me through the wildest times. People really need to be less dependent on recognition, and they're never letting your friends affecting your next decision. Thinking about the struggle, reminding me of these deep scars. Do it for the love of the game, not the reward. Now things have changed in the game. I see more. What's going down the road of pain? I made a detour. These scars of mine help me see the truth through 1,000 lies. My pen and pad and then my dad helped me through the wildest times. People really need to be less dependent on recognition, and they're never letting your friends affecting your next decision. Influences illness to the minds of the weakest link, changing how you act into.
Oh, you hear that Busta Rhymes?
Short attention spans and time, your mind will be
That's
extinct.
dope.
The instinctive one is decline, feels like egregious things. Why does everyone think this generation inadequate? Social skills was bad cause
Yeah, some 16-year-olds, some teenagers have deep voices.
Called quarantine from COVID-19 and more.
I had a mustache when I was 5. I get it. Hormones, man.
It hasn't been the same since. Kids is took into the screens, it's like they live in a nest. Our youth is missing, you is tripping if you think it's painless. Shout out if you get it, then you know my vision makes sense. This is how I'm seeing it from a 16-year-old's perspective. Coldest message that you'll ever hear, I swear it's so depressing. I know all you hearing from the song is me speaking bars while I'm in the depths of my mind reciting my deepest scars.
So let me ask the momager this: is this self-recorded and self-mixed, self-mastered? Let me know so I can give feedback accordingly. I mean, this is a 16-year-old. He can rap. Obviously, if you're 16, you're at your early stages in your career. So I definitely want to give him credit for being ahead of the curve at that age. What I'll say in terms of the delivery, it's super intense, super passionate, and very rhyme heavy, very heavy on the multi-syllabic rhyme schemes, which is great. What the pitfall is for those artists who really are focusing on, delivering intense back-to-back multi-syllabic rhymes like that, is sometimes the rhythm and the cadences fall off track a little bit. So there were times when that was happening, and oh, my bad, Kyle. So there were times that was happening. I completely screwed that up. There were times when that was happening, and I think that's just a matter of listening to the music, living with it, and then figuring out how to improve certain lines and getting your process down to a more, I'm going to use a nerdy word, but a more recursive sort of. So it would help if, I think this is advice I'm going to give just as blanket advice to all recording artists. Record demos. If you're recording with BandLab on your phone, just record demos and really get the cadence down so it's super smooth. So when it's time to get into the studio to record the final, then you're going to know exactly how to deliver it. And then also don't feel like everything you record has to be the final version. Like if you write something and you deliver it and you feel like you're running out of breath and it's just not quite is the cadence isn't quite complementing what you're saying, then there's no shame in going back and modifying it a little. I know there are because I've worked with so many hundreds of rappers throughout my career, and a lot of them they just want to go forward with what they write the first time, but sometimes you have to revise it and just really go back and say, you know what? It's too many words there. Some of the greatest rappers that I work with, they will simplify certain lines, not to take away the meaning, but to improve the performance so that it lands better. Also, in terms of the mix, I would say the vocals just sound really upfront and dry so that they're not glued to the track. I don't know if that's the final mix, but I would just give those notes to the engineer so that it feels more cohesive. Let's go to Marcus Jarrett. That's a familiar name, I think. Marcus Jarrett. The name of the song is Bad Signs. Let's check that out.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I love that beat, by the way.
I think it's time for us to talk.
I like this beat too already.
Feels like we've been here before. I don't like it when you act immature. All these bad signs I can't ignore. I don't like to play these games. I don't wanna play these games.
No more games, baby.
All these bad signs I can't ignore. That means that I cannot stay. I don't wanna play these games. Yeah. Now I realize that you won't change. That means that I cannot stay.
Yeah, sometimes rappers use too many words. There are rappers who use too many words, but they make it work. Plies is an example of that. Tech Nine is an example of that, but it's an intentional usage of too many words where they write it into their cadence and they've perfected their cadence.
I don't wanna play these
Yeah,
games.
you been acting real childish and shutting me out, expecting me to understand what I know nothing about. We too grown for these games, baby, what are we doing? We supposed to be the yin and yang, we should be screwing. I'm just kidding, baby, kind of, I'm trying, but you can't even seem to make your mind up. You've been showing so many bad signs, there's trouble in the backbiting and gaslighting, it's got me struggling to trust you. I ain't even trying to rush you, we all got demons and traumas we need to bust through. Nah, just don't make me pay for it. If there's a reason we meant to be, then I can wait for it. Yeah.
I don't like it when you act immature. All these bad signs I can't ignore. I don't like to play these games. I don't wanna play these games.
No more games, baby. No more games, no more
All these
games.
bad signs I can't ignore. That means that I cannot stay. I don't wanna play these games.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the beat a lot. Marcus Jarrett can really rap because this reminds me of a Fabulous record. You know, when a lyrical rapper gets on a track that has kind of more universal appeal, that's what it feels like. The song is great. I like the song a lot. I think the hook melody could just be a little stronger to the point where the singer's not entirely relying on the auto tune because sometimes that just throws things off. But that being said, um, I like the track. I think the verses are great. It sounds like maybe it was recorded in an untreated room, and there was way too much reverb on it. For me, it's I think reverb is just something that I've avoided when it comes to vocals for so long. The only reverb I use is like the little reverb on the like if you use a vocal plugin like CLA vocals. Otherwise, if you want to mess with reverb, use Ascend. Don't actually apply it directly to the vocal bus. Use Ascend. If what I'm saying doesn't make sense, just maybe you didn't mix it yourself. Talk to the engineer about that. But usually, I would say just take the reverb off and opt for some delay. The delay is gonna glue it to the track better than reverb is. Even if you're recording in an untreated environment, there are ways to make the vocals sound better, and reverb actually emphasizes the acoustic space in an untreated environment. So if I recorded, like I get good recordings in this room, but I don't record in the middle of the room. You know what I mean? Because I have an acoustic cloud. I have acoustic paneling here that you can't see. So we record in front of that with that behind it. And I have an eyeball, so maybe getting an eyeball could help. Recording in a corner of a room could help too, especially if the ceiling's a little lower. Just look up mic placement charts. I agree, Dime Stop. Yeah, delay is just better because it's not actually changing the space of the vocals, but it is gluing the vocals a little more to the track. But I like the song. He can definitely rap. KT Fireflame, All Eyes on Me. That's another familiar name. Shout out to him. Let's hear how this sounds. There are a lot of people. I can't see who joined on Instagram on the main panel. But shout out to all of you.
First class, like
Gray
always.
goose on my seat. Everybody looking.
Yeah, we got BeatStars here in the shout out to BeatStars. I don't know who from BeatStars, but shout out to just the whole BeatStars. Shout out to them. Shout out Saint
I
Yogi.
got my top
First
lit
class,
back,
like
gray
always.
goose on my seat. Everybody looking now, all eyes on me. I got my top lit back, gray goose on my seat. Everybody looking now, all eyes on me. I'm your baby mama favorite nigga. Check out the verse, then tell me how you feel, nigga. Fuck how they feel, nigga. Still got the pressure, nigga. Still got the stats, nigga. Now who gon' stop me, nigga? Haters wanna take my profit. My hustle, they can't stop it. My flow, they try to cop it. Just seen some panties dropping. I'm with some bad bitches in room 222. The way she suck it, I'ma be in heaven.
I caught the Room 222 reference. Someone was just saying that shit to me. It was Crash Prez because we had an event and we got room. They booked us in a room at one of these hotels and it was 322 and he was mad that it wasn't 222.
Real soon, stairway to heaven. My room
First
only
class,
cost a
like
quarter
always.
key. They bowing down, screaming.
Is that a beat tag? The first class is always. I need to know what's up with that.
Heaven, my room
First
only
class,
cost a
like
quarter
always.
key. They bowing down, screaming, taking pictures like I'm Keith. A real OG from the sticks. We sending shots and they run. This shit ain't for the weak. Just sit back and learn. I got my top lit back, gray goose on my seat. Everybody looking now, all eyes on me. I got my top lit back,
I don't hear reverb on his vocals
gray
actually.
goose on my seat. Everybody looking now, all eyes on me.
I'm not hearing the reverb. It sounds pretty dry. I think vocals in terms of effects are fine. The gain staging is what's throwing me off a little bit on the hook. When the All Eyes on Me come out, that part is really loud. My guess is this might be like a self-produced, self-recorded, self-mixed, self-mastered track, which is great. I would recommend watching mix tutorials from Leslie Breathwaite. And Terrell Senior, you might be right. I thought it felt dry. If there was reverb, it was subtle. Shout out to Ace. I know, right? Oh man, yeah. I'm not even a Star Wars guy, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like his delivery because it's raw and gritty. I think the beat needs to feel more modern, bigger, more current, more sonically strong. Because I really think his energy is there, but it would be complemented, not complicated. It would be complemented with just a better produced beat. And the vocals to me are very dry. There's a way to glue them together. It kind of sounds like a demo mix, which is fine. I mean, you're here for feedback, so that's what we're doing. It seems like the consensus in the chat is you can rap. The sonics just need to improve, and I agree with that. So if you're doing this all yourself, the tutorial, the vocal mix tutorial that changed my life was Leslie Breathwaite. I couldn't like the shit that he was saying in that, man. Changed my entire view on mixing vocals. Terrell. Okay, yeah. You must have been listening to Marcus' song. That's what it is. Shout out Dwayne Carlton. Based on this song, would I sign? I wouldn't sign anyone to a contract based on a single song, and that's just the honest truth. I've never signed an artist, period, because that's not what I do. But if I were to manage an artist, which I have done, and I don't think I would ever do again, um, I would sign them on the basis of talent overlapping with consistent work and brand strategy. Because if you don't have those things, then a manager is likely just going to be ineffective and frustrated. But, again, like Kyle, if you're in here eventually, hey, opportunity, we could create like a whole camp where we bring out some producers, some engineers, me, you know what I mean? And people can come through and we can work, and they can bring their songs and we can improve the demos, improve the production. That might be fun actually. Next track, Starty 203. The name of the song is Body Star Arty 203. Let's listen. Yeah, no, appreciate you, KT. Thank you for submitting. I know we've worked and interacted before, so I appreciate you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm in your body. Baby girl, I'm on your body. I wanna caress that body. Like, baby girl, bring me that body.
Is that Earth, Wind and Fire sample? Is it Earth, Wind and Fire? Is that what I'm hearing? The same sample that Plies used?
Wanna love and suck on your body. Wanna fuck and use your body. Baby girl, bring me that body. You know I got the money. Yeah, these niggas moving funny. I'm on your body, baby girl, I'ma caress your tummy. I don't fuck with these niggas, yeah, you know they bum me. Move that body, shake that ass, get that kick, baby, make it clap. You already know my niggas, and you know you gotta bring it back. You a bad bitch in the club, so baby, make it cut. Money on the table, man, I just really let it stack like, like baby, bring that body. I wanna fucking really caress that body. I don't want nothing but really that body. Pull up when you give a nigga time, be sloppy, sloppy. Yeah, baby, give me a head, she give me sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. If a nigga young head, then do it sloppy like I'm in your body. Baby girl, I'm on your body.
Anyone that wants to get their beat reviewed, go to djpain1.com and submit your track. It can be a beat too. If you're a producer, you can submit a beat for a review or a song. There are two different shows. So we're going to do beats next week. Beat reviews are next week.
I want to caress that body. Like, baby girl, bring me that body. Wanna love and suck on your body. Wanna fuck and use your body. Baby girl, bring me that body.
How long have I been muted? That's embarrassing. Let me go back. This is what I was going to say. So listen to this. You hear that stuff in the background? There's a lot of there's vocal production happening. There's a lot of vocal production happening there, and it's It's on a it's melodic, it's panned, there are effects on it, the vocals are really well produced, and I wish that that had been the sound of all the vocals in the track. I need to stop muting my mic is what I need to do. I just need to mute it so I don't talk so damn much. Because I feel like so this genre, sexy drill, um, it's laid back, it's sparse, it's real vibey, but that means that the concepts of the song have to be strong. So Body's what's the name of the big sexy drill song? Ice Spice is on it. Uh, you know what I'm talking he's from New York. He's a producer and a recording artist. J. Cole did a verse on one of his songs and everyone hates it. Let me figure it out. His name Cash Cobain. I'm on very little sleep. Cash Cobain, right? So his concepts are really strong, really, really, really strong. And the concept of this track is body. And it kind of felt like there was a disconnect. Just because I don't know, it felt kind of like the song, well, the verses at least, just like the artist himself didn't feel connected to. So I think bringing back listen to the vocal production on I don't know again, I don't know if you guys can hear what I'm hearing, but on the headphones I'm hearing all this background vocal production that sounds amazing, it sounds melodic, it sounds catchy. So this artist has some good ideas. I just think take those ideas and bring those to the songwriting process. Because there's a lot of potential there, but as someone said in the chat, they don't feel connected to the track, and it's hard to explain why. But I think the connection that's lacking is the artist connection to the song. But I can feel it and hear it in the background vocals. So bring those to the forefront and make that part of your process because you have something dope there. Next, we got J or Jai J-A-I. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Backstabbers. Someone asked about doubling lead vocals. This might be controversial. I do not like it when people double lead vocals. I worked with a singer who was always trying to double her leads, and it's like, you can sing so powerfully. Why do you need to double your leads? And she was like, Sarah McLachlan doubles her leads. I'm like, you are not her. Some artists can double their leads. I even go back and listen to old music, and I don't like it. Because if you sing it perfectly, then you phase. If you don't sing it perfectly, then you clash. So why do you need to do that? Just record one solid lead vocal. That's my philosophy. A lot of engineers disagree with me.
Always smiling in your face, yeah. But wanna take your place, yeah. And all we wanna do is put on the hate and the envy so strong. They posing as a friend, they the ops gotta watch. All up in your business, trying to count your pockets. Gotta watch for, gotta watch for.
I spent so many years in this game and watch it all change. Life can't prepare you for the worst. And I done seen it all, yeah. From the prison walls of the court to the graveyard ashes and the dirt, I done lost a lot, yeah. And it still hurts. They say that blessings of the Lord add no sorrow. I'm praying for a brand new tomorrow. And I can't wait till tomorrow comes. Haters hate cause that's they thing. Might even turn into an op one day, and that's okay. Cause I'm still gonna be doing me.
Always smiling in your face, yeah. But wanna take your place, yeah. And all we wanna do is put on the hate and the envy so strong.
If you want to submit your song, go to djpain1.com. djpain1.com.
All up in your business, trying to count your pockets. Gotta watch for
I have allergies. That's why I'm rubbing my eye. I'm not Illuminati, by the way.
backstage.
It's what it is like. You showed me the first time. Grandma said, go with your first mind. It always is like it seems. Start with how could I deal with the way I feel? I promise Mama I'll stop taking pills. But Mama's not
Yeah, the
here,
harmonies sound good, don't they?
and nothing feels real. How could I change the life I'm giving? Man, I'm sick and tired of this same old circle of cutthroat villains trying to act like they my friends. Ain't got nothing out here for me but misery. Pushing their door, driving their whips, guzzling this, smoking on slips.
Always smiling in your face, yeah. But wanna take your place, yeah. And all we wanna do is put on.
Shout out to him for submitting. I also that's another beat that I produced. Federo's on the hook. He wrote the hook. Honestly, I would have liked to hear Federo just off the hook and then the singer singing that rather than singing over, because it's hard to find another singer with whom your voice meshes perfectly. And I think their voices are different enough where they don't need to be singing over each other. So that's my first bit of constructive feedback. He can sing his ass off. I love how it sounds. I love that his vocal production is decent enough where he's writing harmonies to the point where people in the chat are saying we like the harmonies. A lot of singers aren't good with harmony. He is. I think yeah, overall the song is dope. Again, I gave this feedback to another artist who I think had a really solid second verse. I think your second verse really brought the song home. I might start with the second verse because there's just so much feeling on that second verse. I think chat help me out because there are a lot of engineer nerds in here. I think maybe what it is with the Federo vocals versus your vocals is that his vocals have a lot more low end body to them, and yours maybe was EQ'd out, like maybe it was high shelved. Did I do the beat? I did the beat with Dream Life, I believe, or maybe I don't remember. No, I did the beat with some other producer, and I mixed the beat, but Federo mixed his vocals. So that brings me back to what I'm saying. It sounds like your vocals were EQ'd to take a lot of the body out of it, and then what happened was that's why his vocals didn't quite mix well enough with yours. And then in addition to that, when the harmonies came in, all those vocal layers were going, and the lead vocals actually got lost in the mix. And the opposite should happen. What was I gonna say? The harmonies shouldn't be louder or more prominent in the mix than the leads. And so that's just something to fix. Ace Wave is giving some feedback right now from an engineer's perspective. So I think the song is great. Try it out. It's your song. Try out switching the second verse with the first verse just to see, because I feel like when you catch people right away, they become a fan of the song and they listen to the whole thing. And that second verse was crazy. And then just perfecting the mix, getting those doubles, getting those harmonies gain stage properly, making the lead vocal feel more powerful, maybe bringing some of the low end back. Ace Wave, do you have any feedback on how to add some more low end body or some mid range body? Because a lot of people will just go in and EQ a lot of the low and the low mids out of vocals. I understand why they do it, but sometimes there are people who don't need that to happen. So let's go to Jennifer White, Masquerade. Masquerade Ball. and her song was muted for some reason by default. Here we go.
Mask, 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 mask. Mask, 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 mask. There is nothing. There is nothing. There is nothing. 5, 6, 7, 8. There is nothing more magnetic than a woman with swagger. Small breasts, no breasts, she or they, it don't matter. While she talking to others, strong, passionate, gay. Her ease drives me frenetic when our eyes meet. We play. Call me now into your arms. Enough to sail away. Slip me not through fingers now. Come to me for this day. Charm me now, I will allow. Don't let me get away. Choose me now or nevermore. Choose me, I will stay. Choose me, I will stay.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I definitely think YouTube has something against me.
Welcome to the masquerade ball. The beauty of our kinds is refined. Choices made the status quo. Everywhere is where we plan to go. We welcome you to Masquerade Ball. Masquerade Ball, Masquerade Ball. The Masquerade Ball. The Masquerade Ball.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Some of those this is a lot of different genres. There, the doobie doobie doo thing. That's a reference to another song, right? That's maybe not.
There is nothing more commanding than a woman with swagger, small hips, strong gait, dyke or dandy, don't matter. With a casual focus for poise, elegance, grace, legs crossed, voice lilts. When our eyes meet, we slay. Bring me close and closer still. Aching my hollowed breath.
No, AI can't do this. Here's the thing about AI. It takes the median or mean, like the average of what it's fed. No artist. This is a very unique song. This is a blend of genres that I think is in its infancy. So, nah, AI is not doing this. I've said even songs, even human-made songs that might need a lot of work, that may not sound sonically or musically as good as something that AI releases, it's still going to be more interesting. And this is an incredibly interesting song. Does it need a lot of work? Absolutely. I think the beats dope. I don't know where that's from. I do like the theme, the whole masquerade ball as social commentary. Joshua Rodriguez, submit your song at djpain1.com, djpain1.com. Actually, why am I saying this? Stop asking me where to submit the song. There's a banner right there. I'm kidding. Don't stop asking. But there is the banner right there. It says so right there. Submit songs at djpain1.com. I'm sitting here like, God, we should put that on the banner. And then I look up. There it is. So Jennifer White actually is a survivor of a brain hemorrhage. So they quite literally survived death. There's a lot going on in that song. Someone said jazz fused with R&B / Madonna. Actually, when I read Jennifer's bio, it said Karen Carpenter meets Patti LaBelle. But what's interesting was the production was like down-tempo contemporary trap. So this person is adventurous and current, which I think is great. My recommendation for them is to really flesh out these ideas with co-writers, vocal producers, etc., because and I mean this not in a negative way. I'll use words like weird, and I mean that in a positive way. I'm not going to call this weird. I'm going to call this chaotic. And artist energy is oftentimes chaotic when you have a lot of ideas in your head and they are all fighting to be heard. And that's where you find some musicians, some collaborators that you trust that are a little more level headed. Even if you don't always like what they're saying, they can ground some of these ideas and they can pluck some solid ideas from the chaos and put them together. Because there's a lot here. Like, you can sing, you have pretty good vocal control. Um, some of the vocal affectations you're doing, I don't love. Uh, there's just a lot that could have, like the doobie doos in the background. I think it could be just they're a little flat. I think it should have been a harmony rather than octave layers. There's just a lot that could be done. Terrell Senior, yeah. I mean, look, when you make weird music that's unique, it's gonna be polarizing. Not everyone's gonna like it, right? I'm one of those people who has an incredibly open mind when it comes to music, and when I hear some weird shit, like I said, I don't use the word weird as a pejorative. When I hear some weird shit that's left of center, I am far more interested in that than I am something that sounds polished and boring, like something I've heard before. That's why I like all the weird shit, like and it's not weird to some people, like Lucy Bedrock and all that stuff that people think is weird. I'm like, yeah, I like that, and I'm old, so shout out to Jennifer. What's her name? Jennifer White. Shout out to Jennifer White. That was a unique experience. Here is David Cumplido. The name is Mi Último Texto, so it's going to be dramatic. This is a breakup song. I think it might not be. I hope it's a breakup song and nothing more serious than that. Let's listen.
Hoy no te basta con escucharte extraño, ni mis palabras ya te hacen suspirar. Hoy creo entenderte, conmigo soy honesto, ya no me amas y qué más da. Ya me cansé de ser aquel buen hombre que conocías antes de hacer llorar y te trataba igual de una princesa. Hoy ya me harté, mejor te vas. Yo te entregué mi vida, mi corazón sabía cómo venías de dolor, de otros amores. Honestamente, mi amor, creo que es mejor.
I need some Mexican flags in the chat. ASAP. This is Cumbia. I think, right?
Para tus burlas. Y fuiste lo más bonito en mi vida.
Yeah, the vocals sound good. Everyone's happy with this song.
Este mi último texto, que quede claro, mi amor contigo está.
I was thinking this was gonna be a younger dude, just by the song title, but it's actually an older gentleman. Yo, actually, here I was initially supposed to only play a minute of each song, so sorry, I just get lost in this stuff. So unsupervised arts. I keep reading that last word as darts. He says it sounds, or they say it sounds like a live performance. I don't have a master on the voice. I don't know if it doesn't sound raw like a live performance. It just doesn't sound fully produced. Uh, so there's I'll put it this way, nothing that is present in the song needs to change. This is one of those rare occasions where the song to me is perfectly fine as it is. It just needs a little more. Usually I would say take stuff away, but here I would say add a little more. I guess the one thing about the vocal performance I would say is light tuning on the vocals and also some what was I going to say? Stronger vibrato because when he's hitting those powerful notes, I mean, one thing for this genre, those singers got vibrato and they control it so well. I can't sing, so here I am telling you what to do with your vocals. I can't do it. But I would emphasize I would really learn how to control my vibrato and really hit it hard at that chorus because you're crescendoing and the dynamics are going crazy on that chorus. And I think harmonies would be beautiful. That's also like what amazes me about singers in this genre is the harmonies that they write. They're so beautiful and they're so powerful and they're always perfect. So working with a co-write, if that's not something that's in your wheelhouse, David, work with someone, a vocal producer, another singer, or a group. Like a session vocalist, because this is a great song and it can go places. Just scale it up so that it's competitively produced. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's here. It's good. It can be amazing. So shout out to him. We're gonna try YTN. I think that's how you pronounce it. YTN, Having My Way.
It's not like I ever needed too many motherfuckers for anything. Like, either you was there for me or you wasn't. It is what it is.
I like this beat already.
Hey, I'm doing this shit by myself. I never need nobody else for me to be great. I'm booking a flight, Expedia. Baby, I'm really out here skipping states. You can keep up with me, social media. You can follow me anywhere, YTN. Don't you die by no hoe, you an idiot. From the likes and the hearts I just put on her page. You can look in my eyes and know that I'm great. I can look in your eyes and know that you hate. It ain't hard to be real, but you rather be fake. It's 5 in the morning and I'm on a beach and I'm eating crepes with somebody else, bitch, feed me great. No, you better not disturb me, do something safe. Know that I'm on the roll and don't need skate.
I like how he's A-Bing his performance. Very few rappers do that. Busta Rhymes used to do that, but I think he learned that from dance hall. NBA YoungBoy does that too. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not scared to perform, just give me a stage. You're not fucking with me in particular. You not gang if you don't know your literature. Don't get mad, I'm just checking your temperature. You need peas, no problem, I'll get them here. I'm too far ahead, light years. Somebody tell them that it's my year. Roll my woods like the ass on Kim K. I'm feeling like Drake, I got something to say. If I'm ordering food, then it gotta be steak. Baked potato with the strip on the plate. If the service was good, then I'm tipping today. I won't settle for less than for minimum wage. All my boys got the glass with the button on it. Need a pretty little bitch with no stomach on it. I just got an HP with the Durban poison. If you don't know the name, it's mad annoying. If she don't buy the dick, then the sex born. On her knees so much, she need Neosporin.
Yeah, I like that. Horace Allen loves it. Very clean recording. I think the only master could be louder. I want to hear more. What do I mean by AB? So he would do this. Just very, very few artists do this. They are performing the verse in 2 different registers, 2 different energy levels. And I like that. Very few artists do it. A lot of dancehall artists used to do it. Very few rap artists do it. And it's dope. It made for a really interesting listen. The one thing I'll say is to YTN, everything sounds smooth, louder master. As you're working on more records, just make creating your own cadences a priority, because you have unique energy. Your delivery is unique. The way you deliver your lyrics are unique. I think if you had a cadence that was like everyone remember when 2 Chainz came out, everyone was doing the 2 Chainz cadence. Meek Mill came out, everyone was doing the Meek Mill cadence. Um, so I've heard this cadence before. I haven't heard the way you used it before, but if you had that your own cadence to add to your toolbox, then you'd be out of here. But this is definitely one of those artists where I'm like, wow, if he has a fan base, he might be out of here no matter what. If his branding strategy and content strategy is solid, that's what you need. Build community, fan outreach, fan strategy. As long as the music is good and unique enough, it'll work. OSA man, Skay Motion. I'm being challenged here with some of the pronunciation of these titles.
I got this lizard. I got this lizard. I got this lizard with them Georgia boys off in college. Underage drinking, got expelled. Didn't get that knowledge, but don't consider me a fool. I returned home and got knowledge from a different school with some different rules. Cutthroat as it be, Trump tight and dirty hearts. The school of hard knocks be. Full of bum niggas like a piece of bulla. You're dry, I know shoulda, coulda, woulda, pulla your coat. Boy, eat that boy, you a joke. You're full of yourself. So me I gotta take your luxury cars. Me I gotta take your assets. I mean I gotta take all your money. Cause true say, you think say. Me are the INL confidence. You full of
Oh, YTNT recorded all that at home. That's dope.
it. A bunch of wild niggas, bum niggas like E-Man, Moon, and Ezra, comprehend. Ain't none of these street niggas, my friend. They wanna see if I break up in. These niggas are wolves in the city. Take a pity on this unlucky street.
Yeah, the mix on here is actually the mix is pretty solid.
You my foolproof plan, cuz we down by law, but these rules, the law, they don't deserve it. I done ran up my tab, I done had what I had, and now they coming for what I have, but that I don't have, but I do have this plan. I'ma make myself win the lottery in front of me. I do see with much glee a simpleton who I can fuck like debauchery. So now I'ma take what I want so that I can have what I don't have. It's this old school bitch and drop. Like it or not, I prey on your greed. Just as those wolves preyed on me. Not knowing a name, running the play, scam motion. A name hitting switches on your back. Cause you a slave to my scam man. Rather than hitting switches in a 67 Impala.
Okay, scam motion.
Motion each day at your wealth I chip away because street card Monte ain't enough scamming money. So this is for the scammers who I met them big time scamming money. Me I eat the lottery, everything is scam motion. Shout it, Abdel, Slim Belly.
I feel like it wants to be a dancehall track. I want it to be a dancehall track. I want it to be a dancehall scam song. It's really interesting. You're right. The cadence is particularly interesting. He said half mystical, half spoken word, kind of like that. Mystical did do this. He could get away with it, just because the hook really pulled it together. The song structure pulled it together. This song doesn't really have song structure. Also, people thought E40 was chaotic, and E40 is just unique, but everything gets pulled together if you really pay attention. Maybe if I continue listening to this, it's going to come together. It's not really coming together for me right now. There were some moments, but as I'm listening to it, it really does feel as though he freestyled this entirely. Either that or he wrote it without actually having the cadence in mind. This is why demoing helps, because a lot of people will write a song one day and then they forget the cadence and then they go to the studio a few days later and they just read off. And so that's kind of what it felt like. Felt like he was giving a speech. Um and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it just needs to tighten up structurally. You definitely have something interesting going there. Yeah, he Mystical played with speed a lot. He played with cadence, with delivery, with dynamics too, loudness versus quiet deliveries. Um, so I think you're on the right path if you're trying to do something different. Mix was solid. It just didn't fully come together as product that I would feel marketing just because the structure is not there, and so there's no to hang on to. YTN, I didn't know you were from Madison. That's what's up. What side of town? Well, actually, don't answer that. You don't want to give too much information away. But yeah, I like the track a lot. Baylor Batista. The name of the song is Thoughts. Let's listen to this. Is this an instrumental submission? Hopefully this isn't for the wrong show. Kyle, if you're in the chat, let me know. I was sitting here just vibing out to it, and then I realized there are no lyrics. Oh, shout out to Knows the Time. Yeah, I mean, I don't even, I'm not mad that there are no vocals on this. The song is a song, vocals are not. It does have a lo-fi feel. I like the dynamics. I like the sound selection. I'm not really in this world. I know this world is really heavy on sound design, and I don't know. I like it. I like the drums. I don't want to be offensive. I feel like the folks in these subgenres of electronic just kind of get real snobby about sound design and what category a song fits into. So that might be a challenge for you because this doesn't sound exactly new or particularly unique in terms of sound design. It feels like a solid track. I like the drums a lot. LaCroix says it should be thicker. I mean, maybe look. Again, that genre has a lot of breadth, so there's a lot going on in this space where there's lo-fi that truly sounds lo-fi, and then there's lo-fi that sounds like it's a lot more hi-fi. You know what I mean? But I think it's a solid track. Personally, I would like the drums to be more prominent and the mix to be a little more powerful with some more prominent low end and maybe some more songs like a more frontal top line, but this would be a great song for sync. If you want to get into synchronization licensing and you have music like this that doesn't contain samples, hopefully, then start pursuing that. That would be my advice. If you want to submit songs, the only way to do that is here. Please do not text me song links. Please do not email me song links. Please do not go to my website that sells beats. Please don't do that. Please go to djpain1.com. I do not handle this. The reason I have that, the reason I'm doing song reviews is because people were always asking me, and I was just like, I don't have the time to create a system for myself. So shout out to CCM. They created a system for me such that the song reviews became a lot cheaper than what I would have charged if I were handling them all by myself. So I am not handling the intake on the song reviews. So rather that, like, I will lose my mind and get stressed out if I had to deal with all this. So shout out to them for doing this. I would just ask that everyone respect the process and go to djpain1.com to submit your song there. And then that way you actually get included. And then, you know, I don't get an inbox full of stuff that I don't actually handle myself. So now this is the JQX Power Hour. We got 3 submissions back to back by an artist named JQX, and every single title is more unhinged than the next. The first one is 1,000 hits. The second one is Fuck AI, and the third one is I Quit. And I, for one, am looking forward to listening to this. So let's start with JQX, 1,000 hits.
That was from Zaire. Shout out to Cheryl. She said yes, fire. And then Jabonte said, yeah, remember the man with 1,000 hits. 1,000 hits.
Yeah.
1,000 hits. 1,000 hits.
Yeah.
1,000 hits.
Ooh.
1,000 hits.
Damn.
1,000 hits. For the man with 1,000 hits.
I feel like Malcolm. I'm in the middle. What's the out? What's the riddle? Trying to do it big. Nothing little. Going hard. It's riddle. I make it rain. That make it drizzle. You slow cooking. I make it sizzle. Taste that. This shit miss. I just whip that up in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I just whip that up in about 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. He's on the man with 1,000 hits. I'm a big dog. I bought. Everybody don't piss me off. Move it up and down like a seesaw. Should've worn camouflage. I see y'all. Too hot. I'm boiling over. Just bought a few stocks. I'm getting over. Trying to retire Rick. I'm trying to retire my bill. Tell Brody call the plug. Coming over. Need a bag full of Zai and a cup of cola.
This is interesting music. Like, this is, if I'm at a live performance or a showcase or something and I hear this come on, I am putting my phone down.
Hit the stool and do another round. If you know, then you know, but you're throwing down. I'ma make 1,000 hits and get them off like 1,000 bricks. Then I'ma take
Songs generally do not get reviewed the same day as submitted because the reviews are only happening 1 day a week so far. That is manageable for me because I'm teaching music full time. We might increase the frequency, but go to djpain1.com, submit, and they can help you with the scheduling. We've been doing this weekdays, Wednesdays. We've been doing this Wednesdays. So today is a Wednesday and we're doing it. So if you submit tomorrow, if you submit Saturday, if you submit next Tuesday, then we'll just compile it for the Wednesday show.
cool vacation. Come back like I ain't miss you. Feel like Malcolm. I'm in the middle. What's out? What's the riddle? Try to do it big. Not little. Going hard. It's brittle. I make it rain. I make it drizzle. You slow cooking. I make it sizzle. Taste this shit. That shit miss. I just whip that up in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I just whip that up in about 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. He's on the man with 1,000 hits. They just want the secret to this. We won't get it, we the leaders of this. Good songs, we feeding them this. Every day's Thanksgiving, so I'm big dinners. I keep my plate full. Know I'm in the bullshit, they pull. When I get locked in, nigga don't ask. Favors, I'm working, it's a hard pass. Game in the game, just to renovate. Tired of the same, they ain't innovate.
I really like what they did. I want to know if this is self-produced. So I know JQX is in here. I really like what they did with the hook. Or not even the hook, the refrain with the sample, with the vocal sample.
I make it drizzle, you slow cooking. I make it sizzle.
I like the theme. I need to listen to the second one. Let me listen to the second one. This is rare because usually I'm just listening to one artist song. Let me listen to the second one and then I'll give feedback on the first and possibly the second one simultaneously. Oh, this is self-produced. Okay. Shit. Some people got talent. This is fuck AI.
Made you look. Yeah. They don't want us to talk about it,
The ether beat.
but we gonna talk about it. Fuck AI, those are the rules we play by. When it come to making real music, nigga, we don't play lies. They looking through the peephole, I'm looking through their eyes. Backing me, hoping they'll learn something if they wise. So let's make it plain and simple. Go right about what you been through and say that shit yourself. There ain't no robot in you. How you a fucking writer and you ain't use the pencil? You just turn on your computer and take what that AI send you. I'm the leader, bitch. I'm out here to feed the clique and we the shit. Where's the commode when you need a sit? These dogs with me born to shit, but we ain't on no Michael Vick. But still we came to fight fair square and we don't never miss. Never. Fuck AI. How you gon' play on they side? You used to be a legend, now they look at you with hate eyes. You came up with a leader, producers you still wanna be. I hope you got a good excuse when you get to happen to see her. Wow. Rest in peace, no disrespect, none. But I'm sick of this nigga. I'm taking off his neck. Yeah, fuck Timbo. We tryna change the tempo, not make music worse, nigga. I thought you got the memo. Yes, now you want the dogs? I'ma let them out. You probably hard ass. Right in that fucking house. Into that fucking room. You want you don't come out. The whole show pointless stream. Steal these artists close shit. Yeah, I said it, bitch. I got hella bones to pick. Fuck your robot music. What happened to in the moment shit? Creators came together just to make a in the moment hit. Now all they want is ramen noodles served like it's the main event. Yeah. When it's not even an appetizer, put these AI artists in the corner now and colonize them. I despise them. Separate them from the real ones. Human hits only. You know it when you feel one. All depth to AI. I'm about to kill one. Hit his arm, leg, arm, head. I'ma build something. How you gon' do that? How to thin air, nigga. Houdini with his pen. I'm a nightmare, nigga. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga.
JQX, did you do a track for Vibes Cartel?
Nightmare, nigga. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah. Dun-dun. Leg up. Fuck AI. I'm a nightmare, nigga. JQX shit.
I didn't know what to expect. It was Ether against the AI music industry, the generative AI music industry. This okay, JQX. That was sorry. I'm a huge dancehall fan. I was just I looked you up and I saw the Vibes Cartel. It was a remix. Okay, cool. I like 1,000 hits a lot. Obviously, the second one was a Ron Browse beat, but that first verse was vicious. You can rap very well. The 1,000 hits. Sorry, the 1,000 hits song is crazy because that's incredibly original and unique and self-produced, sonically great. I don't think anyone in the chat had any constructive criticism. Let's go to I Quit. I just want to listen to this body of work because someone says if it's JQX or it's all going to be different. So let's see if that's true. Is this last one self-produced as well?
I don't wanna work today. Feels like the perfect day. Somebody getting hurt today. And it's the first today. Gotta pay my rent. I don't need judge that hits 2 cents. Fuck it, all my money spent. I'ma still tell my boss I quit. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm in public. Contemplate like it's nothing. Walk the work like I'm rich. Really, I ain't got shit. Yeah, but I'ma make it, baby. Catch my last check, won't save it, baby. I'ma look at my boss like this. Won't flinch. Tell him fuck this shit. I quit. I quit. Fucking quit. I quit. Fuck this shit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. Fuck this shit.
Don't take this as a minimization of your talent, but this is incredibly memeable. all of this stuff, and like, look, there's nothing wrong with making when you make a great song, that just happens. When you make a universally relatable song, that just happens. It's just that the term meme is current. Oh my god! After you did that "fuck AI" song, my smart devices started revolting in my house. Thanks a lot, JQX. Yeah, Terminator's on his way. I think with 1,000 hits, that part at the beginning, especially with the vocal chop, that's kind of a TikTok moment. But fuck this shit, I quit. Definitely, especially with this energy.
This shit, I quit. Boss looking at me like I'm crazy, but I don't care, he already paid. Yeah, might as well throw some. I bought this shit like I'm on some. But I'm sober, baby. So glad this job over, baby. Co-workers looking like he more than crazy, but I'm headed to the unemployment line, they'll save me. When I got
Does this have a music video? Like, there's just endless content that can be created from this song. I feel like this could be a pretty amazing piece of content for an artist. Not amazing piece of content, a piece of an asset, an amazing asset for an artist where pieces of content can be created that have a lot of viral potential.
Yeah, they said, sir, I'm sorry. What you mean? You quit. I'm sorry. Saying I can't get a check? Yes, correct. Why not? You quit. Next. You mean as shit, sir. Trying to kill my dream and shit. Sir, don't use that language. Man, fuck you. That is not appropriate. Fuck this shit. I quit. Sir, you don't work here. I quit. Sir, fucking quit.
Like, come on, man. That you can see right in the chat. You can see visual content coming from this that resonates with people. You can like this is you get a lot of mileage off of a song like this because there are so many moments. And I figured when I was looking at the titles, I was like, okay, this is gonna be serious, but the right amount of sarcasm / sardonic energy where it's gonna have additional appeal, where it's not comedic, it's just relatable with comedic elements. Yeah, I think.
You do not work here.
Let me shut up.
Fuck this shit. I quit. I quit. I quit. Fuck this shit. I quit. I fucking quit. Fuck this shit. I quit. You don't like your job? Tell your boss it ain't your problem. Walk out like you rich, yelling. Fuck this shit. I quit. You don't like your job? Tell your boss it ain't.
See, and then, like now this is a bridge. It's also super relatable. There were like 4 moments from this song. Most people are lucky if they have one in a song in an entire career. And you have 4 in one song. This song has a ton of potential. JQX as an artist has a ton of potential. I just want to see the content strategy come out. I want to see the songs drop. I want to see the performances. I want to see you documenting all this. Please. Because the potential here is crazy. I like what I hear. I've heard 3 tracks back to back, and I liked all 3 of them. I know these are music reviews. They're not content strategy sessions, but I think that's the next step for you. Definitely. Oh shit, Mubs Got Beats. Mubs Got Beats is a legend. I used to listen to a lot of tracks that would just have the Mubs Got Beats tag. Where the hell have you been, man? Reach out to me. Let's link back up. Missed you, man. I love your production. I used to reach out to you all the time, and be like, oh, I just heard a random song that you produced, and you didn't even know that you produced it. Yes, shout out JQX. This was a great way to end the showcase. These were the last 3 songs. JQX, shout out your social media. Actually, everyone in here that submitted, shout out your social media in the chat so you can network horizontally with each other. Get your JQX, get your content strategy going. And this goes to all artists. If you have a song that you truly believe in, and if I were JQX, I would truly believe in this song as kind of a flagship musical asset. run it into the ground. Seriously. If the song, I'm not saying don't make other music, but really promote that song. Really build branding and content strategy around that song. Because that one song, if it resonates with people universally, you can use that to pull them in. But it's the content strategy and community building that keeps them. That's how you retain fans. You know, really emphasize your humanity, create connections with them, but use the music as the hook. And I think the potential is there. I had a great time here. It's great to listen to so much different music. We heard a lot of different music today. We heard everything from this kind of Caribbean quit your job anthem to cumbia to this kind of chaotic what did I say? It was Patti LaBelle meets Sonny and Cher. It was some wild comparison. We heard a lot. We heard a lo-fi track. We heard some soulful old school stuff, some new school trap shit. Very diverse show. Appreciate all of you for tuning in. And if you want to submit, go to djpain1.com. djpain1.com. If you submitted something while we were live here, it doesn't get ingested. There's a whole system. It's above my pay grade. Shout out to CCM Agency for handling all that. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Mixtape Manny. And I'm kidding. Shout out to Danny. And they handle all that. So they have a system that runs like a well-oiled machine. djpain1.com is how to do it. If you submit a song and you don't get a confirmation back, check your spam folder, please. Please check your spam folder, because that's what's happening. A lot of people are emailing me saying, I haven't heard back. It's because it's in the spam folder. Did we just get a super chat? Shout out to that, man. I appreciate that. Yo, what? That's wild. Nico, that's holy. You got to tell that story. All right, we'll be back next week, Wednesday. djpain1.com. In the meantime, I keep wanting to say djpain1beats.com, but if you are in the market for beats, djpain1beats.com. Reach out to me. If you need beats, production of any kind, you can always text me 262-724-6155 or go to djpain1beats.com. But if you want to submit to this showcase, either beats or full songs, djpain1.com. I don't care what genre it is. We listen to everything here. We appreciate everything here, and we will catch you on the next episode. Peace.